The Life of Cesar Chavez by Aislyn. Cesar Chavez was a Mexican-American that faced some hard conditions growing up, but became one of the greatest civil rights leaders. First of all, Cesar Chavez was born on March 31st, 1927 near Yuma, Arizona. He was one of 6 children. Cesar Chavez was a Mexican-American that faced some harsh and difficult conditions in school and also at home because they were poor. He faced hard conditions at school because people made fun of him. For example, he was made fun of at school for speaking Spanish. One of the punishments he got for speaking Spanish in school was that he would have to wear a sign that read, "I am a clown, I speak Spanish." Another punishment he got for speaking Spanish at school was that the teacher would hit him with a ruler on his knuckles. Even though he went through all those tough times, he still did not use violence or retaliate on the people that made fun of him for the way he was raised to speak. His mother and his grandmother raised him not to use violence and to use his words instead of using violence to solve his problems, while his father taught Cesar to stand up for other people. Also, in addition, when Cesar was a young man, he was recruited into the U.S. Navy in the year of 1944. He served the Navy for 2 years. Cesar probably had a hard time while he was in the U.S. Navy. While Cesar was in the Navy, he witnessed that other people that were being recruited in the Navy were being treated with prejudice because they spoke different languages and also because many of them had a different heritage. When Cesar was done serving in the U.S. Navy, he went back to Delano to help his family out in the fields. He noticed that many people also in the fields were being treated with prejudice, just like he saw when he was in the Navy. Except these migrant farm workers worked from when the sun came up until the sun went down. Another thing is that Cesar Chavez fought for many rights. For example, he fought for the rights of farm workers so they could be treated with justice, and he also fought for gay rights so they could be treated with respect. Cesar might have fought for all those rights and many more because he wanted people to be treated with respect no matter their language or their heritage or their gender, unlike how he was treated for speaking Spanish. Furthermore, in the year 1968, Cesar went on many fasts. Cesar would protest the violence he would receive going to the nonviolent strike against the growers, while the migrant farm workers did not retaliate against the growers in the fast. Cesar Chavez might have thought that it was going to be hard for his nonviolent strike to continue because the growers were using violence against him and the migrant farm workers. Cesar stopped his nonviolent fast against the growers because too many farm workers were getting hurt. Cesar spoke to many people about the injustice of farm workers. Also, in 1968, his fast ended. 8,000 people, including Robert Kennedy, supported his fast. The media covered Cesar's nonviolent fast against the growers. Cesar would receive letters from politicians, religious leaders, civil rights leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. supported his nonviolent fast against the growers. His fast lasted up to 25 days so that the growers would be convinced to respect the migrant farm workers. In conclusion, Cesar Chavez was an intelligent and respectful person that helped different people and their rights. Cesar won many awards. One of the awards he won was the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He won those for all those amazing things he did to help improve the farm workers' rights and their lives. It is amazing how he got 8,000 people to support his nonviolent fast, including Robert Kennedy. These are some of the reasons why I think Cesar Chavez is a great person and also an amazing role model. Remember Cesar Estrada Chavez.